Okay, this is going to be the first part of For the Love of Cats. Might be able to tilt it more. Yeah. It looks a little bit darker. You can't see what I see. It looks a little bit brighter with the light on it in the room and everything. Okay, so that was the cover, and this is the back. We gotta focus on all of these. And the name of the author. Okay, their author credits, about the different chapters, history of cats, sign of cats, breeds, cat behavior, cats in history, cattails, disobedient cats, 9 lives, 5 senses. There's the different chapters, this is the introduction. I'm not going to read this, I don't expect you to read this. It's a very pretty cat. I'll probably mostly just be focusing on the breeds. I don't know what this is. History of cats. Oh, there's a tiny cat in the corner. I was like, what the hell is this photo about? There was some random poem about she has green eyes, the excellent seer, and the little peaks to either ear. She sat there and sat here, and I sat here. She spoke of Egypt and a white temple against enormous night. She smiled with clicking teeth and said that the dead were never dead. She said old emperors hung like bats in barns at night or ran like rats. But empresses come back as cats. Cats are very cocky, so they probably believe that. Okay. I do not... Okay. That's like a weasel or some other ancient old cat. Or some version of the cat that they believe their ancestor was. And then we all know just about the saber-tooth tiger and everything. We made drawings of that. And then we got wild domestic. Wild to domestic. So it's cute. More of a smaller cat. It's probably domesticated. Looks like it. And then we got leopard, I believe. And then we have statues from Egypt. Religion from the deity to evil. Oh yeah, because there was superstitions, especially about black cats. They were like, they're evil and everything. They're not. But they also used to treat them like gods, so it's very strange that it switched. They were like, we worship them in gods, and we think they're like reincarnated kings and queens. But alright, okay, and then chapter 2. It looks like some of these are kind of cute. I feel like the first one was a little all over the place. I don't think it was as nice. The poem anyway. Okay, you can look at the cat. Design of the cat. Some pussy's coats are yellow, some amber streaked with dark. No members of the feline race, but has a special mark. This one has feet with hoarfrost tip. That one has tail that curls. Another inky hide is striped. Another decked with pearls. Apparently the author is anonymous. Yeah, sorry about my reading. I usually have to like read it beforehand and then read it out loud. So it's going to be a little bit broken. Okay, so different body types. It's mostly just really fluffy. Very thick coat. And then flatter ears. But still very furry and fluffy. Mostly just a fluffy tail and have peeking up ears. And then we got like Siamese cats and stuff that have like less fur and more sleek. Then we have coat types and patterns. They come in almost all the different colors and different patterns. It's a very large variety. And then we get to see different ones. Solid black, solid blue. It's like a gray. I don't know what they're talking about blue. I don't see blue. No, I think they just call it weird names. Okay. So these names apparently do not match. What do you see? Okay. Solid lilac. That is not... Yeah. That's like a brown. Solid cream. It's almost a white. Shaded Chinchilla? That's white. I don't know why they have weird names. Smoke. Tortoiseshell. Because it has more, I guess it has spots. And then, another tortoiseshell. Or is it like turtle shell? Nope, they're both tortoiseshell. Blue turtle. Torty. It's torty. Classic tabby. Classic tabby. Mackerel tabby. Spotted tabby. Patch tabby. Bicolor. So they have two colors. Harlequin. I was like, that sounds like Harlequin. Van. It's another version of white. Blue, torty, and white bicolor, and another bicolor shade that has more of just gray and black instead of white and brown. Okay, and now they have so many colors of eyes. We're going to look at all the different eye colors. Okay, so we got brown, like lighter shade, more like tans and different browns. Then we have like orange, a lot of it's tanned and orange eyes, and then bright orange. And then we have a little bit of like green and brown, and then like a really pale green and yellow. And then we got like a gray green, and then we got a lighter green that's just pale but not yellow. And then we have like green blue. And then we have like blue gray. Then we have where they have a different color in each eye, so it's like a brown and a gray in the other one, a gray blue. And then we have a darker green, and then another, got two shades of green, where one's darker and one's a little bit lighter. And then we have light purple eyes, darker purple eyes, and blue, and it looks like a little bit purple in there, or it's purple and gray. Alright, now different breeds. This is where we're gonna probably make up time. Okay, so, this one has a name. So, Théophile Gaudier. I'm not gonna pronounce this correctly. That's her name. This is your poem. Once it has given its love, what absolute confidence, what fidelity of affection. It will make itself the companion of your hours of work, of loneliness, of sad, or of sadness. It will lie the whole evening on your knee, purring and happy in your society, and leaving the company of creatures of its own society to be with you. They're very cute. They want to play. Oh my god, it's cute. It's tiny. It looks like a baby. Or like it's about to grow into an adult. Like they're teenage. They grow very fast, so. They're not really teenagers for very long. Breeds, yeah. No, we don't need to know about that, no. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this the name of the breeds? No. This is past, present, and future breeds. Okay, so this basics, just talking about general and the history of breeds and how they taught, a lot in Egypt. They had a lot of statues and carvings and everything of the different type of cats. Okay, so this one right here is the Abyssinian. That's this cat. It's very light. It's like an orange one, except we don't usually normally see one that's like pure orange. It's usually like mostly orange, and then it has a lot more fluor and has like white stripes. But this one's like pure orange. It's the Obsidian. And then we have American Bobtail, which is very cute. This one's light gray and a lot of white. And it's a lot darker. This has a lot more colors. We got some black stripes in there. We got mostly brown fur. It's lighter to like an orange or a very light brown or tan. And it has green eyes. Do you have green eyes in this one? Oh, it looks gray. It's either a very pale gray green or it's gray. You cannot see very well, but this one has brown eyes, so you can't really see. Okay, this is the American Curl. It's a very bushy tail. They seem to have more fur than the last one. They have a thicker coat. And they have very fun-looking ears. Look at them. It's very cute ears. They're not the stereotypical ones that just go straight in like a triangle. Instead, they're curved. Kind of like drawings of a bear usually have them round. This is American Curl. And then we have the American Short Hair. This is a good coat. Like, not really sure why it's called the short tail, but it's a lot of white, gray, and then black striping all over. So it's not consistent stripes. It's all kind of like its own pattern. Oh. You have green eyes. We have black cat. Oh, wire hair. American wire hair. Hello. You are very cute, and you have a lot of white, and you have a lot of colors, and a lot of stripes. You have a lot of white. You look like you're wearing mittens. You're white. Okay, this is the Balestine. Looks like they come in like pure white, and they can have a mixture of like black or gray, but it looks like they mostly have white in these photos anyway. Has a little bit of brown or tan, but it's basically pure white. But even in most of the breeds and everything, well, most of the time it's because they're mixed. They usually have more than one breed in them. That's why there's usually a lot more options of how these breeds can look and turn out. Okay, this is the Bengal. They have mostly spots and stripes. They have a lot of stripes. And this one's very cute and white and looks like it has less spots. This one looks like it's more of just brown and black spots. More of normal one you usually see. And this is the very white, fluffy one. This one has a darker black face and a little bit of brown throughout, but mostly white. And it's almost all of the black and brown is concentrated in the tail, and the face, and the paws. Right before the paws. Their paws are white, and then it's usually a little gray or black or anything around the face, ears, and tail, and close to their feet. But they're very, very pure white otherwise. Oh, yes. And then they seem to have a very pale, light gray or light blue, gray colored eyes. Then we have Bombay. That's a cute name. Black cat with very orange eyes. This is a very dark orange. This is more yellow. And this is much darker. Almost like a brown. Orange eyes. And then we have the British short hair. Very cute. This one has a lot more color. It feels like you're very much walking and everything. You need to see a lot more of it in everyone. The other one looks like it's mostly just like brown, gray, and white. And this one has brown, black, and white. It's probably like black, but it looks a little brown. Okay, this is the Burmese. This is a much lighter cat of the same breed. It has a very long tail. It looks very straight. It's not very fluffy. It has a little bit shorter hair. It's not as fluffy, but I'm sure it's still very smooth and very soft to pet. And then we have more brown and a lot more white in its fur. A little bit of black, but mostly just gray and light brown. And then we have brown or very light brown and tan and black spots on this one. This is the California Spangle. And then we have Cartex. I feel like we see these a lot. Oh, I think there's a very popular book that I saw that I really liked. Like the Grumpy Cat and everything. Those were quite memes for a while and everything. About grumpy cats, mad cats, and everything. So it looks very grumpy. It's very gray. They have pretty thick fur and everything. I think it was one of my first cats that I got. I called them Baby Gray Elephant. Very sweet. I really love that cat. It was very sad. And then when he grew up a little bit, I was like, I'm just gonna call you Gray Elephant. I came with a very long name to describe his cat. Alright, Cornish Rex. Okay, I said Card Rex before. Double checking. Okay, Cornish Rex is a lot skinnier. If they didn't have hair, it would kind of look like you could see their spine kind of thing. They have looks like they have a very curved spine. They seem very long and tall. And they don't have as much fur. This one's black and white, and this one is mostly like a gray. Okay, and this is Simric. I'm not gonna say that correctly. Oh, it looks like they don't have a tail, apparently. That seems to be the distinct feature. Almost completely white, a little bit of brown. It's just at the butt of they probably have a little bud. So they don't have a long tail, but they have a tiny one. And this is a much longer, it seems to have a lot thicker hair and a lot more brown and everything. And they're very cute. Very, very fluffy. You can see its tail hanging down. Okay, this is Simric. Now we got Devon Rex. This also seems not to have much fur and seems to be a longer cat, but it does not look like they have quite the same spine, but they do look very similar to the Cornish Rex. So they seem to come in different colors, and they're a little bit more fur on them. So, and there's a lot more coverage, so it's mostly, and this also comes mostly in black, and then like gray, and a little bit of white. Okay, Egyptian Mahi. I would never know actually their names outside this book, so. Alright, it's very pretty. It has a lot of stripes and dots all over its body. Because a lot of times they'll have like sections where it's like blank and no spots. Or they'll have like bigger spots, so it seems like it'll just be very consistent and be everywhere just about the same. All over the cat. It's just black and like white. But since the black is fading into white, it looks like it has a little bit of gray in it. Okay, and then we have the exotic short hair. I feel like he would also make for a grumpy cat. I'm pretty sure they just use the typical gray one though, but it's very funny. Oh, it was probably just in another meme. Anyway, anyway, it's very cute, very funny face. Just have a very short face, a lot of hair around it. Very bushy tail, very hairy. He looks a lot like Garfield. Cartoon version, I leave like the live one. He looks a lot like Garfield. Orange cat. And he does have a little bit of stripes, but he's mostly just solid orange. We have not come across the typical orange cat that we normally see, though. Okay, yes, short hair. Apparently other ones come in white and gray. It seems like they have less striping. Well, you can see they're striping a little bit more. But they're very much white and a little bit of like black or gray. Okay, now we have Havana. So this is like a gray-black cat. This seems to be a little bit longer and a lot skinnier and not as hairy. But probably closer to the ones you would normally see. And what I was thinking of for the gray cats you normally see. Okay, I think we actually passed them earlier with those normal gray ones. I think the other cats I'm thinking of are like in between. They just have a little bit longer hair than the last ones I just looked at. Yeah. Okay, Himalayan, very white. Have some of them have like the Garfield face. It looks very grumpy, very cute. Brown around the face and brown on the tail. Mostly pure, maybe a tiny bit darker around the paws, but almost completely pure white. Kind of looks like in this photo he has a beard. He looks like Santa Claus with a mustache. And then we got this one, has a little bit more, less brown on the face and more just centered on the nose and ears. And maybe a little bit on the tail. A little bit more on the paws, but it's very, very white. Okay, and then this is Japanese bobtail. Oh, so this one has a little bit bigger than the other ones that we saw that basically looked like they didn't have any tail at all. This one has a very short, small tail. It's a little nub. So it's like the first part of the tail that would be coming out. So it kind of just looks like they're missing a little bit of their tail. Anyway, this one's very cute. It's black and white. And this one's gray. Yeah, this is Corda. I believe this is the one that's most common and typically seen. It's a gray cat. Yeah, because it has more hair and everything. This is what I was thinking of. Okay, and then we have Maine Coon. This is a very cute, pure, fluffy white one. Has a lot of thick fur around underneath the face. A lot of layers. They got a winter coat. They're prepared for the colder climate. Because it's getting into winter. Okay, this is what I'll end it on because I need to do another part.